Trying to look like you winning, or look like you always be working. Soaking the moments you live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, 'cause baby, I'm a hiatus.
Hey, guys. Thank you for joining in with us today for another episode of Grown Dating Talk. I'm your host, Alona V.
And I'm SylarTheSuperVillain.
And today we have two guests on panel, Marnie Ponce and France, and we're going to be discussing today online dating traumatic stress disorder.
I feel like what's going on? Like, what is going on? This whole dating, it is traumatic. It's like I would have never have anticipated, and it's not just one guy. And it's not two guys. It's almost somehow they like to creep it in. You know what I mean? In the conversation.
Hold on.
Wait, creep the picture in, or
sort of like wanting to, like, maybe they're proud of stuff. Whatever it is, they want to show it off. I don't know what.
Like, I don't know about you, friends. I don't know about you, friends, but some of y'all women too. Y'all be sending unsolicited clip pics as well. Unsolicited tit pics.
Yeah,
I don't be wanting to see all of them, and some of them be looking crazy.
Their women have, this is what we started, and then we complain about it because they want to be like men. They want to be like, oh, well, why do men could sleep with whoever they want, and it's this and that. But women really aren't designed that way. We get attached. We could say all we want. And there may be, again, there's always exceptions to every rule. There's some women who could
I am so glad you're saying this.
But at the end of the day, we're not men. We're not.
And it's not because I'm some male chauvinist or anything, but I do understand that. Like, I do understand that women aren't designed like us. Not saying that some can't be, because there are some heartless, let me rephrase that, not heartless, but there are some women who they're just very promiscuous. They're out there, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I don't find nothing wrong with it. It's your body, you could do whatever you want. As long as you carry yourself and do it in a,
But it becomes a movement then, you know what I mean? It becomes something that then turns into, like every woman should be this way, or why can't women do
No.
It's not about why. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's what, I notice in a lot of like conversations. Like, I was talking to this, she's 40, and it was my friend's birthday, and she's showing me a picture of the dude that she likes, of his dick. Yeah. She's like, oh, look what he sent me. And I'm thinking, dude, why? I would never do that shit. That's like a no-no. You know what I'm saying? You ain't showing some other woman like your man's. Not. Well, are you kidding me? That's like inviting havoc.
Trouble into your home.
Who would do that? You kidding me?
Somebody who's not mature.
He's like, no, he's like that.
No
Don't even think about it.
No matter who I'm with, if my friends are like, oh, how is it? He's trash. He's trash. He's not trash if I'm with him, but he's trash to everybody else. He's trash. The dick is trash. That's it. Because you don't need to know what's going on down there in that department. You don't need to know who's putting it down in the bedroom, because I don't need you creeping into my relationship. So I understand that totally. Definitely don't put that out there. And I also think, too, to add to that, when women are putting those pictures out there and then say, well, he went and shared this with his friend, he went and shared this with the world, do not put it out there. Don't give fuel for people to be able to take such intimate information about you and give it to others. Because what happens? A person enjoys seeing this visual image, but people are human. The minute they get upset because you don't give them the time of day, or whatever happens, they don't get what they want. Now some people are going to be vengeful. You know what I mean? And I agree with what Marnie's saying, that it's not every man, France. I do understand where you're coming from. It's not every man that thinks like that, but there is a majority of men that we're finding that do think like that and approach women in that and handle women in those fashions, because this is the things that we've been bumping into with online dating.
I think that is just weird if you send a dick pic and she didn't ask for it, and there was no sexual talk.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Like,
yeah, that's just weird. Like, you see this? Like, what the fuck?
What? I'm gonna send her a dick pic.
Yeah, it's just the first you text her, how was your day? Oh, my day was fine. What you do today? Such and such, and then boom, dick pic. Like,
boom. Tell me, get your day started.
But think about it. We're laughing about it. We're men. But let's talk about it too. You guys get it as well. You'll be at work, and what happens? You're in the middle of a meeting, boom, here comes a titty pic, or a clit pic, or something else, or a booty pic. And the thing is, men will be at work like, oh, some men are fine with it. Like, oh, whoa, she sent it. I've known guys that have been like, oh, I had to cover up my phone. I'm in the middle of a meeting, a board meeting. My phone was plugged in and something popped up. And you're like, whoa, what? So the whole meeting saw that?
I mean, I don't be bugging out over it, but like, if you're gonna send it to me, like, make it look like something. Like,
if my titties are down to my navel,
don't
that
send me
might
the Arby's
be
meat.
something you not want to see.
Don't send me the Arby's meat. Don't send me a picture of your titties. They look like elbows. I don't want to see none of that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think guys are as offended as women are when it comes to that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I definitely don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they really. I don't think they're like crying about it in the corner.
No, I'm not. I'm more excited when it comes from somebody that I really want it to come from.
Exactly.
Oh, I have a funny story. Listen, what do you think about this? So I was asked this question. So there was a woman who was talking to this man online that she met, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 conversations, and he decided to meet, and he shows up in a wheelchair.
Wait, no, that.
Yo, wasn't that a movie?
Yeah, he never said it.
But wait, so wow.
I think it was a movie, but I think it was a movie. I gotta go check. But that's crazy.
Go ahead, Franz. What did you say?
I said that's a messed up position to put her in.
Yeah.
That is, but at the same time too, okay, now as much as I laugh,
if your personality is dope, like we still gonna go on a date. Like if we really had genuinely good conversations, 5, 6 conversations.
No, but that's a little different because that's
what?
That's something. Nah, that's like.
Oh, you gonna roll out, friends?
No, you have to really.
He's got to roll out.
You have to really think about involving yourself with somebody with that type of physical disability. It's not just. It's more than just y'all having a connection. Like your whole life is gonna change because now you're gonna have to really be taking care and helping this person out.
Yeah, because in a way now
but what if she's like real dope? She's everything you asked for. You got down on 2 knees and prayed to Jesus, and he rolled her down the aisle and said, "Here." Now, me personally, like I said, I would continue to date. I would continue to date that particular night. But ultimately, I know that that's not something that I want to deal with going forward. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain things that I just don't want to do, and it's not.
Nah, I'm not. I wouldn't even play with that situation. I have to figure that out right away. No, seriously, it's not even being funny. That's something I would have to figure out right away. Like, is this what I really want to do?
Something to see, like.
No, you're right, because when we're talking about mature
cut
dating,
that corner smiling
you're talking about
and
like
it's like, oh snap.
If she got kids, the kids will eventually be older and get out of there. You're gonna be paralyzed for the rest of their life. Like you left.
Franz was like, I'm not trying to be wheeling her talking about being on the roller coaster.
And don't let them already be older.
Yeah, you know, but also
certain things I think you need to.
So I said, suggestion. I think a big suggestion with online dating is definitely FaceTiming somebody, making sure they stand up, right? Because we know they can walk. I'm not making fun of. No, it sounds like I'm making fun, but I'm really not. I'm just.
It's true because that's something that should have been forewarned. It's just like if a date's gonna show up, somebody's gonna show up to a date on crutches. I would expect him to tell me ahead of time that he's on crutches, that he's injured, just so I know ahead of time what to expect. You know what I mean?
That's not really. It's not bad.
I know, because crutches is like the injury is gonna heal versus a physical handicap. You know,
if I'm on crutches, I ain't trying to like go out on a date today. Like, how long am I gonna be on crutches? Is this like a 2-week thing, like a 6-month thing? Like, let me heal.
Some people is different. They'll come out on crutches depending on how long. It's like a 6-month thing or something like that. But I'm just saying, like, so it's
that's what
different.
I'm saying. If it's a 6-month thing, it's a different story. But
you also have like. I had a guy who I met, and he was really, he was nice. Every conversation had to lead back to like sex somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, I get tired of diverting that with online dating.
And then this was like after we went out the first time. So the first time we went out, I went out with him twice, once to coffee. It was like something, minor. but he told me he was like 5'7". I'm 5'3". I usually date people that are taller. It's just my preference. You know, everybody has a preference, and that's me. I like darker men. I like taller men. I like whatever. That's just my.
That's me. I prefer men darker than me. I prefer them with some color. I don't want anybody pale like me or paler. Have some color.
Yeah, I've had like white men like send me nasty messages because on one side I put, you know, I want Afro-Caribbean or Latino men, black men. That's it.
I'm a woman of color. I want a man that can appreciate me and also understands my culture. What's wrong with that?
This guy was like, "Oh, why do you stay?" I could listen. There's 1,000 women on this site. Go somewhere else. Why are you wasting your time sending me a mail?
I'm offended. Like, I have a preference. This is what I like. Because you don't fit the bill, like that ain't got nothing to do with you personally. It's not for me. I don't like you. Beat it.
No, but I really think it was an entitlement issue. He was white, and he thinks that like just because he's white, he can go out with a Latino or anybody he wants. And I think that was more the issue. But getting back to this guy, he got out of the car, and the car was his height. When he got out, he was like, I was like, what? Why would you do that?
No, oh my God.
Why would you do that?
I had a situation.
Because just like y'all would. There's guys out there that are self-conscious about certain things. He's probably heard that his whole life.
Yeah, but like,
he's probably got friend zone.
But y'all women don't always give a heads up on certain things too, because a lot of y'all women come with accessories and all type of shit that comes off, like, you know what I mean? And we didn't know, like, God. Oh, that's not your hair. I didn't know. Not all men know how to look for tracks and all that other stuff that goes in the lace fronts and all of that.
You guys don't get butt implants or like chest implants.
No. Hold on. Let's keep it real. They're getting lace front wigs too, okay? Men are walking in bald-headed and toothless, and they're getting these straight lace front wigs walking around with heads full of dreads. And none of their hair's there.
And they learned it from y'all.
Because they learned from y'all.
Yeah, we learned from y'all. Mine are real, though. Mine are real.
Off the cover of GQ.
Mine are real.
Yes, stylists are real.
Thank you.
I'm not for, and honestly, I'm not for none of that. None of the hair transplants for guys. None of the dye on your beard. None of that stuff.
My brother was showing me videos of the dudes with the dreads, like, but I really just did not want to believe it. Yeah. And I was telling you the other day, now every time I see a man with dreads, I'm looking close, like on some but is this real?
That's a lot of good work out there.
Oh, and men who wear contacts, like how fucking played out is that? That was like way back in the 80s and 90s or some shit. These men are still out here wearing colored contacts. Please.
I really don't think that the women, I really don't think that y'all should be able to speak on that because y'all do everything. You have eyelashes, makeup, nails, hair, butt lifts, chest lifts. You have
they're getting their color. Look, it's so crazy now. Some women are getting their eyes surgically, the color changed surgically.
Oh, like, yes. Yeah.
Like what? Like I'm cool with the really browns. Like, yeah, so
you know what I find interesting? That they're getting colors that really are not, traditionally like I'm Latina, right? And I'm from Puerto Rico. My parents are Puerto Rican. Very few people have green eyes or blue eyes in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. Quite frankly, they're the people that have more of a white mixture. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Caucasian mixture. So, you wonder like, why are we, what is this? That's a whole other conversation about like hating what we look like and wanting to,
look different. Yeah.
Yeah. Look like the dominant culture or whatever. Those are all like things too.
What I will say is I like the whole natural movement.
Yes, that's one of the things that I love. Yes. I feel like ever since I cut off my processed hair, I feel like I just love my natural beauty. That's one thing Marnie will tell you, Franz will tell you, Sylar knows, because, I've known these two guys here for like over 25 years. Sylar and I go way back to high school. Okay. Franz and I go way back to what, 4th grade, I think, Franz? He was probably like younger than that. We go way back, okay? So one of the things that I've always loved is like I love my natural beauty. Growing up, I used to get like picked on and ostracized at times for the way that I looked. And one of the things that made me feel bad was when I looked around, there was no one of like biracial descent to identify with. So I felt different. But one of the things that I love today is I feel great. I'm me and my skin. I love my hair, whether it's locked up, braided, in a natural coily curl, or no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm wearing it in a mohawk. I love wearing it in an afro puff. Like I rock rough and stuff in my afro puff. Yeah. So anyway, I'm like rough and tough in my puff. But I love that whole natural thing. I love not wearing makeup. It's like I have a wonderful, beautiful facial features. I am, I am from an Irish mom and an African-American father. So I love my cheekbones. I love my wide nose, I think that, and personally, there are going to be women who are going to bash me for this, but stop caking up the face, ladies. Like, that's crazy. When you put all this makeup on and then you take it off, stop caking up the face.
You have to make me flip my wig, right?
Hello. There you go. There you go. Let it out,
right,
Marnie. Let it out.
So my hair is gray, and this is my natural hair. I put the wig on because I wanted to be incognito.
No, you look, why you don't wear that out?
I always do. No, I just because it's Halloween and because, yeah. So, no, you know what I mean? I had to be a little extra. So I said,
yeah.
Because I didn't know. No, because I didn't know also like who would be watching it and like whatever. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me just.
Yeah, let it out, And Marnie's seen me in so many styles. Yeah.
100% gray. She knows I don't color it. I don't really wear makeup. I did for this show, but my stuff is usually very natural.
Marnie is beautiful. We just celebrated Marnie's birthday.
I don't dye my hair. I don't know. In fact, when I have it done, people are like, oh, is that, did you do it? Did you dye it like that? I'm like, no, why would I do that? Why would anybody dye their hair gray?
You know what? Exactly. People are doing it. This younger generation of kids, they're doing it.
Yeah, this younger generation.
But now when you have it, it's like, oh no, it's like there.
It's like you're dyeing your hair gray now, and then when your hair is actually naturally gray, you're gonna dye it another color.
Another color. Let me tell you, I told Marnie, right, Marnie? Remember when I told you? I said, when my hair goes salt and pepper, I'm gonna rock it like Storm. And I kid you not, I'm gonna be walking around with my hair boof, walking down the street. You're gonna see nothing but power and strength coming from this biracial beauty, huh? I like to empower natural beauty in all stages and phases. When I was younger, and even like at this age now, sometimes my friends would be like, slap on some makeup, Alana, or, slap on makeup. And I'm like, hell nah. I'm going like this. He gonna see this beauty. I know I look good when I put on makeup. But if you want me at my trophy best, nah, you're gonna accept me for my natural beauty. This is how I walk around every day. Because I've had my days of being a trophy wife. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm comfortable in my natural skin. I'm comfortable with like minimal stuff on, and I'm comfortable with my hair being able to breathe. Just being me.
I prefer that actually. Some like no makeup. Like.
So men need to stop stressing women out some with all these expectations.
That ain't us. Y'all be flipping over Cosmo magazines or whatever the hell y'all be reading, and y'all read all these lists of standards given to y'all by whoever else that don't come from us, and then y'all see that and then start, let me start doing this, let me start doing that. Nah, I don't. And then the man that loves you ain't never tell you to do that day in your life, man. Come on.
That's true. That is.
We'll take y'all however natural, all the accessories, whatever. Y'all just y'all gotta realize the power that y'all have. Yeah. Be good within yourselves. We still going. Never in history will you ever hear a guy say, "Oh, I don't want to mess with her because she has natural hair or whatnot." If all women were doing that, you think guys would stop messing with y'all? No.
Because what we do is what you have for options in picking,
We go with what y'all like. We do everything based off of y'all anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some men drive certain type of cars, while they wear certain types of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Women have really made it difficult for other women. Yeah. And it's a fact. It's a reality of it, and. Because you're being compared to someone who is like genetically modified, not genetically, but modified, like, artificially, plastic surgery. And so like, you're going to, like when I go in the gym and I work out, and I've worked out all my life. It's not something I just started doing.
Marnie went out in the gym, working out. She's like, that woman's butt should have surgery. That's this, that's that. That's this, that's that.
GMO hoes.
Yes.
It's unfair to people who like don't dye their hair or who don't have plastic surgery, who don't have lip injections and this and that. It's not fair because it's a false. You're like, that's not real. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, it belongs to you because you paid for it, but it's
not real, and it's not the way that your body can be aesthetically shaped naturally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a bigger commentary on how women feel about themselves. Mm-hmm. And like, so, like if you're so liberated and you're so proud, then be proud of what you have. Rock what you have. Work with what you have. You know, like it's almost like
maybe her quote unquote peers, other women didn't appreciate her when she was like that. Maybe they looked at her and talked down about her. That's why she did that stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I've seen that too. Like I have a friend of mine, she's thick, she's Colombian, and she has body. And she has a great body. For her size, for her shape, she's beautiful, she's smart. And her friend, who isn't in great shape, which I thought was ironic, would tell her like, yo, she could throw down. You know, she was eating all these appetizers. And I'm looking at her like, are you serious? And so I pulled my friend aside. I said, listen, I know that's your girl, whatever. You've been friends for a long time, but it made me feel real uncomfortable for her to say that to you when she's beautiful the way she is.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, as a result of that, I mean, I don't know if that's it, but she had lip injections. There's nothing wrong with her lips. Why are you getting lip injections? You know what I mean? Like, so it's these kind of things. And you're right, Franz, 100%. Other women are the worst. Yeah. They're the worst. They'll say things like, I used to have my friend all the time. She was a white girl. She used to always tell me, oh, your lips are so shiny and big, I could see them from across the room.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I have full lips. They're not like, they're full. That's what they are. But she would always tell me that. And I was like, but she had no lips. She was like that, you know what I mean? Like,
probably hated her lips.
And see, that's one thing I wanted to mention because like before I used to have a complex like about my butt. Because other women would tease me when I was growing up and like, oh, your butt's flat. You have a flat butt. You have a flat butt. Like, what? So then I started getting in the gym and working out. You know me, Marty. I'm on my Little Booties Matter campaign.
I told you I would lay into you if you got butt implants every single day.
She definitely did tell me that one day. We were talking about that. She was like, you bet not. I will clown you. I will get on you. And she's so right. So I got in
I would have been right there too.
Shut up,
Put the pressure on her.
She know how I feel about that.
No, I do know how you feel about that. I was like, you better not do that. It'll be me and you. So, in a not good way. So, it's like, but I've been going to the gym and I go to the gym consistently. So I work out and I have like my glute day, my booty day where I'm doing different with the Smith machines and all kind of things to tone my butt in. And it's gotten to the point where I've started shooting these videos for my little IG page and stuff to motivate other women and other friends that I have and followers who are like slim, like myself, who are also trying to build that physique too. And I know I'm making progress when Marnie gives me things and go, hey, okay, I saw a little booty there. It makes me feel good. I'm like, oh yeah. So then I want to do the, you know, how the women had those big booty walks. I'm like a little booty girl trying to do the big booty walk and stuff like, yeah, I got a big booty, yeah. So the thing is, it's like, it's so right because like a lot of times women are just mean to other women. And I believe in like empowering and uplifting other women. Yeah.
They hate themselves.
I want my Taraji P. Henson. They hate themselves. Clap for everyone. Clap for everyone. Clap and be happy
not like
for
that,
the next
though.
woman.
People hate themselves and they hate everything around them.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself. You have to, because that's how you teach a man to love you, by loving yourself. Just because
that's what has to be done first.
Yeah, because it's like, if I don't love and value me, how can I expect somebody else to love and value me? If this man doesn't see worth in me and you don't like the way my body is, you're not the person for me. My body's fly, dope, and fine. Sit down so the man God has intended for me can see me. Sit down. Where's he at? Where is he at? You know? Shoot. Because this booty always going to be fat. No, let me stop.
And I love it too. Like, you know, being an older person at the gym, there are a lot of young women and a lot of them have ass implants. I mean, so many of them. So like I make sure when I walk, because I have a pretty nice, right, Shannon? It's flat. It's, you know, Puerto Rican booty. So when I walk, I make sure that shit jiggles like I don't care. My shit is real. It doesn't, like, it moves. But it's funny because, you know, there's just so many of them. And this one woman, she was in her 30s, and it was a really big compliment. She came up to me and she was like, you know, I just want to tell you that I watch you work out all the time and you're my goal. And I thought that was really cool because, you know, it's to work so hard, you know, and to try to stay fit as you get older, it's hard. But it's like a lifelong thing. Like, I'm always going to do it. It's part of my life. Where like these girls come into the gym, they don't know how to work out. You know, they come in and they start doing squats just because they got like their little ass implants and they want people to believe, but their legs don't match their ass.
Exactly.
So if you have an ass like that, listen, you know who has
perfect? There's no reflection on it but the implant.
Track athletes, gymnasts, those are kind of people that have that like perfect, muscular, like hard and like perfectly, and their legs go with it. You never
track volleyball players.
Yeah. You know, like professional athletes tend to have that.
Yeah.
But if I had one of my women I train with every so often, she's a professional bodybuilder. Her body's dope. She's taking steroids. But that's with steroids. You know what I'm saying? That's with steroids that her butt is the way it is. It's not like she can just wake up and have that ass like that. Again, there are people who have, like my friend Rosa, she's got a perfect muscular butt. She's been an athlete all her life. You know?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No, and it's her genetics. It's how she's built. She's super muscular, you know? Just like I'll never have skinny arms. Never, ever. I've come to terms with that. I'm not going to be that, oh, look at this little tiny, you know.
Yeah, no, mine is awesome at the pillow.
I'm never going to have little arms. And I accepted it. I was like, that's it. Those little tiny arms are never happening.
She's about to fight for the Divas Championship.
I feel like, you know what, when we have women of color, our bodies are shaped different, and they were meant to be shaped different. Because even when we look back in history at the body shapes and sizes of women of color, you know, we just have that. We have that voluptuous figure. We have the muscular body build and different things like that. Why do you think the colonizers used us to build places, you know?
Keep them strong.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Strong,
exactly.
Mentally weak.
We breed tribes, we breed kings. Beyonce said it best, you know? You don't get that.
I mean, I think going back to like the online dating and like, I think that people have to, I think one of the big things is to really be specific about what it is that you want from the site. And like some people, like I put specifically, I want to build a friendship and see where it goes. I'm not looking to get, you know, in a relationship tomorrow with somebody who I just met. So I feel like that's like a big thing that you should be clear about. Yeah. Like if you want a relationship, if you don't, if you just want to date, I think that should be somewhere in the profile.
Situationships, you know, be clear. You know, and that's the thing.
People still lie.
People do lie because when you meet them, you meet their representative. And that's why it's really important with this online dating nowadays to do your research and try to figure out, you know, how much of the person you meet, what percentage of that is their representative and what percentage of that is actually them, you know? And for men and women, don't catfish. Post pictures of you so we know what you look like right now in present day.
Take your hat off.
Do not cut women out of the pics because we can tell that you had a woman in that picture, fellas. Because it's not women doing that. It's the fellas. You know, if you post a picture of yourself and a woman on your dating profile, please specify who that is. Is that your mother, your sister, your favorite cousin? Because for all I know, you could be in something like polyamorous or polygamous. You know, so please let me know what's going on there. Because if I see that with guys, I'm sideswiping. If you're putting on your profile that you are looking for short-term, long-term, casual friends, situationships, don't expect somebody who's looking for something potentially serious to take you seriously when you like their page, you know? And if you put up there that you are looking for friendships too, then understand that when you meet someone, they're not necessarily going to be wanting to rush into a relationship just because you may feel that they're a good fit for you. You put up there, you're looking for friends. So that indicates to women that you're looking to take things slow and, you know, measured and calculated how we are.
Yeah, but again, some people lie because some people, men and women, see that, oh, you just want to take things slow? Yeah, okay, sounds great. I'm going to try to rush this along so I can move in your house. People are wild.
Yes, that's true.
People are wild. Like, people have all type of hidden agendas and motives and everything like that. And some people are what I call professional talkers. Like, there's some people who just know how. You'll wake up one day and motherfuckers in your bed and you're like on some, wait, what? Like,
how the hell did
you get it here? He done talked his way into your bed and then go that PlayStation 4 and that trash bag in the corner.
That's so true. What I do want to say to that, speak to that too, is that like, people have to listen. Women have to listen. We don't like to do that. Men listen, and they'll, and I find this so true because guys that I meet, that I've met on the site, will tell me something that I said. And I'm like, I said that? And then they'll tell me something and I'm not listening. And then they're like, oh, I did tell you that. And I was like, really? So now I really try to listen.
That happens about 4 times a day.
You know what? You're right, Franz. You said something really important. You said that women hear what they want to hear. And I want to say that as a woman, there's some women who are going to dislike the fact and it's going to put a bad taste in their mouth that I'm saying this. But it's true. A lot of times women, we only do hear what we want to hear from you guys. And as sad as it is, it's true. And it's become a tactic that's been used for years. And quite frankly, I think it has something to do with manipulation from back in the day. Because if I only hear what I want to hear from you, then I don't have to be accountable for the other things you may have said to me that I chose selectively to not want to hear and deal with. And men do that too.
So basically, y'all
flipped it on us. So we learned that from men.
Y'all flipped it on. No, because y'all women like to say men don't listen all the time.
He had it right the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all
don't listen. We do listen. It's y'all not listening, and instead of taking responsibility for not listening, you flipped it on us.
They listen. They listen. They just take out what is going to go with what they want. That's it.
But also, we don't listen too. And I want to say sometimes we don't listen. And what happens is guys pick up on that, and after a while, they don't communicate with us anymore. Because why are you going to communicate with the woman if she's not listening? What's the purpose? And so then women complain, oh, my man doesn't talk to me. We don't communicate anymore. He just comes because he's tired of saying things that you're not listening to, that you don't pay attention to. And I 100% agree.
And also, when we look at the way...
No, you don't gotta apologize. You don't gotta apologize. No. Speak your truth.
Let's also be honest, because when we deal with communications between the genders, when there's a disagreement between the two genders, right? Women will overtalk men. We will overtalk you guys to shut you up because we don't want to hear what you have to say. We purposely do not want to listen. You know what I mean?
And then when we shut up, then it's an issue.
Then it's like, you ain't got nothing to say. You're not saying anything to me.
Don't.
And then also when it comes to communication too, and this is something that Sylar had presented to me the other day, we were talking, because I had a situation and I was feeling like, well, in this dating thing, this guy is just reaching out and texting me all the time and he doesn't pick up the phone to call. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Text. No calls. I'm old school. I want a man that makes phone calls and plans. Pick up the phone and talk to me. Make plans. And he's like, well, you know what? Your fingers ain't broke. So you're not picking up the phone to call back? Okay, no, I did pick up the phone to call back. When you're on the phone with somebody, you get a 2 to 3 minute conversation and they getting off. Brother, I don't have time for that. It's like the conversations are short or the content's not there. So I just want to say that when we talk about reciprocation, women, yes, we do have to reciprocate too. We can't sit down and expect men to do everything and go all out for us. But in some realms, I do think that, it's a thing between the genders. It
is, because I'll tell you, I've had this conversation a lot. To bring up what Marnie said earlier, that, sometimes, like me personally, I'm a texter. I like to text. But I got so much stuff going on during the week. And then I speak a lot on the phone in general when I'm working. I don't want to talk on the phone all the time. So I will, because I like you and I'm pursuing you, I'll pick up the phone. We could talk 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever, but don't expect that every day because I'm not going to call you. I want to come see you. Let's see each other. We can have all the conversation you want then. Let's see each other.
Yes.
I don't want to just be, so anyway, today, right, I got up and I had put on my left sock and then I was like, this isn't even the right one, so I had to flip.
But the problem is, this is what a lot of men are bringing to the table nowadays. They flip the script. They have become the women. Because women would do that a lot before. Now the men are picking that up and then...
No, I'm saying I'm not doing that. That's not me becoming a woman.
You're saying you're not doing that. And I'm saying that there are a population of men out there that will do that want to talk, and don't make plans for that date. Let's go out and meet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And that's the thing. It's like when, like Marnie said before, women have gotten men to this point where it's like babied and coddled or treated you guys in such a way where now some men think this is okay to just sit on the phone for a long time and not text you all the time, but not make plans.
I got too much.
I want to meet you. Yeah.
I had an experience like that. I'm actually meeting the guy today.
Yeah.
Tonight. But we were on the phone talking 2 weeks, and I'm cool with that because I want to get to know you. We text back and forth. We don't have to talk all the time. And I talk all day for a living, so I'm not looking to, flap my gums unless it's something really important.
Yeah.
But I said to him, hey, you know what? I get this whole pen pal situation. I get we're trying to get, but at some point, like, we got to meet.
Thank you. 'Cause I'm not looking
You know what I'm
for.
saying? Like, we FaceTimed already. We know I know what you look like. You know what I look like.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation. We text back and forth. It's fun. We laugh. We have jokes. But shit'll get off the pot because, I got to keep it moving. Life keeps going. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for friends. I get it. COVID-19. You live by yourself. Dude, that's what, go online, find some Russian girl, go back and forth from here to there. I don't know.
And that's what it is for online dating, traumatic stress disorder. In the words of Marnie, shit'll get off the pot because we're not on the online dating sites looking for a pen pal.
So basically, we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap it up for the week. We want to thank our guests for joining us this week. It has been a pleasure to speak to both of you.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching Grown Dating Talk. Again, I'm your host, SylarTheSuperVillain.
And I'm Alona V.
And join us next week for the next one.
For all things grown and mature.
For the record. For the record. For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars and flipping the. On record, off record, I still count wins when they doubt it. On record, off record, I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record, I still want the act, not the ghost. Running through it with the young influence. Adolescent presence, also coming to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but I'm elusive and I'm barely moving. But I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing. So I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I have to pivot, shooting their bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper, cash, buck attacks. That's a joke. Tell them laugh. Uncle Sam, buck out the bag. Brody plot, but get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, 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 whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record.